go. The flags are waving. Liverpool are set for business. They're 4 points clear of Arsenal in the Premier League, but this is a very different occasion. You can see Candidaris tonight, can't you, the goalkeeper? Brilliant, bright yellow, canary yellow jersey to match his hair. The Valencia goalkeeper, such a star in the Champions League a couple of years ago. I remember him in the final against Bayern Munich, when he and Oliver Kahn were probably the two men of the match. Here it is then, that Liverpool side again. We'll show you how they spread out. Dudek's the goalkeeper. Flat back four of Carragher, Traore, Huppier and Risa. Across the middle, Murphy, Harman, Gerrard and João, with Michael Owen and Emil Heskey. England and Liverpool both the two strikers for the home side. What of Valencia? Canizares is their goalkeeper. They've had to make a change at centre-back. So Marchena comes into the side with Ayala suspended to partner Pellegrino. Cura Torres on the right and Carboni on the left will try to get forward in support of Rufete, and Kili Gonzalez starting a match for the first time this season. Albelda and Baraka are the two holders in midfield, and their strikers Pablo Aimar and John Carew. Just about all internationals there, even on the bench. People like Milan Baros, the Czech Republic star for Liverpool, and Juan Sanchez for Valencia. Referee from Norway is Terje Hauge. He's only once before officiated either of these sides, and that was Liverpool in a Champions League preliminary round against Haka, and Liverpool won 4-1 that night. They'd certainly settle for something similar. Maybe that's what they're discussing in that little bonding session. Pablo Aimar, what a gifted player the Argentinian is. He featured at the World Cup, now has 21 caps for his country, and comes here off the back of a first ever hat-trick at the weekend. He scored 3 times in the 5-1 win against Athletic Bilbao. Both sides in top form. Liverpool beat Tottenham Hotspur 2-1 on Saturday. So welcome to Liverpool against Valencia. Both seeking a place in the next phase. A win or a draw for Valencia, good enough for them. A win for Liverpool would almost certainly be good enough for them too, though they do have one remaining fixture in Basel against FC Basel in 2 weeks' time in Switzerland. Haman's touches to Risa. A wayward ball from him, intercepted by Pellegrino. Now Kili Gonzalez. The first free kick of the evening goes Valencia's way. Here is Rufete. Preferred in the midfield tonight to Angulo. Valencia really were in imperious form when they defeated Liverpool by 2-0 in Spain at the onset of this Champions League group campaign. And they've retained that sort of form since. As Liverpool's season really is gathering momentum. Unbeaten in the English Premier League, top, 4 points clear of Arsenal. They can do no wrong at the moment. So this will be a severe test for both sides and their credentials for future participation in this year's competition. Cura Torres, one of the Spanish internationals. I think he was trying to play a short ball through to Aimar, which didn't develop, so Haman breaks. But not the best pass from him, and so the chances here again for Valencia with Albelda, one of their World Cup contingent. Fine ball played by him as well. Kili Gonzalez has knocked it dead though. He's been injured from the onset. Here is the coach of Valencia, Rafael Benitez, who's doing a wondrous job. He's 42, took early retirement at the age of 28 due to a leg injury. He played in the Real Madrid junior sides, but never played above second division level in Spain. But as a coach, he's proving an inspirational figure. It's got through to Owen here, and he'll twist, he'll turn, he's into the area. Michael Owen with that great pace of his. He claims a corner, but the officials elect for a goal kick. Referee Hauge from Norway, and Michael Owen there, who's in terrific form at the moment. It's amazing that some people in England still question the credentials of the 22-year-old. Not Gerard Houllier, who says the best is still to come from Owen. Well, even Carew can't jump as high there as Traore. The ball through here for Owen. Straight through into the arms of Camivaris. What a colourful character the goalkeeper is. And he hits it long onto Carew's head. A touch from Carew to Aymar. Carew again. And the ball is knocked straight up in the air by Arisa. And this time he'll slash it cross field for Heskey to chest it down for Gerrard. Powerful run from Heskey down that right channel. Takes two to contain him. Already a brisk pace, and they're finding Owen, and they're fouling Owen as well. In much too sharply here, Marchena. He'll be nervous coming into the side. Only his 7th game in European competition. Carlos Marchena. But of course, with Ayala suspended, there's a choice between he and Miroslav Djukic. Much the younger man has got the vote. Heskey's height could be important here. So might Hoopier's Murphy floater. Still up there, Hoopier. Might drop for Jow. And as Salif Jow prodded the ball through, it came off the toe end, I thought, of Emil Heskey. The referee has said it's a corner kick, however. A lot of spectators still coming into the ground. As we look at the replay there, which revealed that Liverpool have a corner kick. And Jow goes up for it, and it's going to go not going to go behind. It's hooked away, so the ball had to be cleared by the Valencia defender back there. Otherwise, it would have been a corner. And that defender having been Rufete. Salif Jow, the Senegalese international, World Cup star. There's Traore, who's settled nicely into the absence of Stefan Anschel, the Swiss defender who's out at the moment. Gerrard, I thought he was delaying on it a touch too long there, but Liverpool have worked the ball forward nicely. And Murphy has spotted the gallop by Risa. The first time swinging cross from him, but it just deflected off the back there of Marchena. Liverpool are already winning the ball back. Breathless start. Valencia are used to this. The pace of La Liga, of course, exactly similar to that of the English Premier League. It's not like the Catenaccio days of Italy, where it was slow, go slow. In Spain, they play pretty quickly, as they do here in England. Although Heskey gets a touch on that, he just gifts the ball to the opposition. Carew can't hold it, but it might just drop here for Baraka. Carboni, the seasoned fullback, 37 years of age now, in the side in preference to Fabio Aurelio tonight. That's surely too far for Carew, and a hand on the ball from Dudek. Yet again a look at Rafael Benitez. We've had confusion between officials and players on a couple of occasions already, and while the Valencia defender allowed the ball to run out there, their decision was to give the throw-in to the home side. So Liverpool's throw. Plenty of time for a cross here, and it's whipped in hard and high. It was Salif Jow who's attacking the ball, didn't quite get there, but Risa can sling it back in the general direction of Jow. Also Heskey in there. Cleared very calmly by Pellegrino. Gerrard, he can thump a ball, but he doesn't get the opportunity. It's worked away from Keely Gonzalez to Aymar. Lovely turn from Aymar, who's got it back again from Keely Gonzalez. Haman going in too hard on the back of the Argentinian and already causing a little bit of a fracas. Tempers rather high in these early stages. Well, that's part of Haman's game. He really dives in on tackles. He will say he was going to win the ball. But the England striker Alan Smith has been sent off in recent weeks for just that sort of a lunge where he's taken the player. And Haman, I think, has escaped without a yellow card. It might be considered fortunate by some. All eyes on the man in black. Routine clearance for Traore. He finds Zhao. Well, we do endeavour to keep you in touch with all the other matches, and the only goal scored so far tonight has come from Pina of Ajax in Lyon, the French side, who did so admirably last week against Inter Milan, trailing there. Lyon 0, Ajax 1. No goals anywhere else in our featured matches tonight so far, including this one, Liverpool against Valencia. England against Spain. Liverpool have generally done well against Spanish sides, but they have lost their last two meetings here with Spanish opposition. Celta Vigo being one of those who beat them, and then Barcelona last season. Of course, Liverpool and Valencia met back in the 1998-99 season in the UEFA Cup, when both matches were drawn 0-0 and 2-2. But Liverpool went through on the away goals rule. A couple of late goals then from Steve McManaman and Patrick Berger, who's still at the club here but not in the squad tonight. Valencia eager to work the ball forward as far as they can towards Gonzalez, and he climbs well. It comes towards Aymar, skips over one challenge. Still Aymar on the ball. That was clever, skillful play from the Argentinian. To Keely Gonzalez's cross. Oh, it landed on top of the bar. Dudek was confused. I think a lot of people in the ground were confused. In front of the old top end. Look at this. It hits the bar with the Dudek pulling away at the crossbar to try and make sure the ball went over it, I think. 0-0, 10 minutes gone here at Anfield. On by Heskey to no avail, and then all the way back to Canizares. Albelda very much the holding player in the centre of midfield for Valencia. Salif Zhao is really settling well now with Liverpool. He wasn't expected to join the club until around about Christmas time, but they brought him over earlier, and he's mighty pleased he's come. He's scored a couple of goals recently. And looks a terrific acquisition. The giveaway by Curro Torres. So the red shirts will flood forward now. Well, they should have done, but Gerrard took too long. Liverpool do have the reputation these days of not being the most exciting side in the English Premier League. Probably the hardest team to beat, though. They don't quite have Arsenal's flair, and yet they do score enough goals. They've got 22 in their 11 Premier League games. Even I can work that out as an average of 2 per game. Murphy somehow managed to retain possession and get a touch on the ball, which is now with Owen. Haman, good ball into Heskey. Dropped back to the boot of Zhao. Too far from him, and that will go harmlessly dead. Yeah, taking water on board the Frenchman. It's just over a year since his heart problems. Well chronicled, of course, Gérard Houllier, but he's happily restored to full fitness now. As is Heskey, who's had his groin problem recently. This is Marchand. and Pellegrino. What a good dominant centre-back he's become. Carboni, the Italian, the only Italian playing for Valencia. By and large, it's a Spanish side with a mix of Argentinians and the odd Brazilian, whereas Liverpool's side is drawn from 10 countries. It's Aymar who comes back and wins the ball. And Hamann, he really has grown in popularity here at Liverpool by deed of his exceptionally powerful performances. Didi Hamann, totally committed player, does so much ball winning for them. He's not spectacular, he doesn't get many goals, but he's a vital cog in the wheel. Reese's clearing header, and then Reese's clearing boot. Touch wide by Baraka, who's been in outstanding form so far this season. He's probably been the outstanding player in La Liga, not just with Valencia. Salif Diao just trickles the ball into the path of Heskey. Then it will be Murphy, who does a little soft shoe shuffle before piercing all the white shirts. With so many white shirts around there, it was extraordinary. There were at least 6. And Murphy found one of them when he was not wanting to do. Now it's Baraka. Danger here to Liverpool. Baraka has support on his left. There's a handball here by Jimmy Traore, who was trying to control the situation on Liverpool's behalf. Unfortunately, he used his hand to do so. Marchena, one of those coming up. Pellegrino stays back on the halfway line, and all 10 Liverpool red shirts are behind the ball here. So it's a white attack against a red defence. Carew, right about the penalty spot. He might try and curl in the shot here. Well, he might have done. He tried to hit it, and then it's lobbed rather aimlessly straight out of play for a throw-in. A rather unimaginative free kick, I would say, that one. This will be a long throw from Risa onto the head of Heskey. Launched back in there by Pellegrino. Nothing between the sides at the moment in this first quarter of an hour. He has the aerial threat that Liverpool will worry about. Carboni, the man who missed the 2000 final against Real Madrid, having been suspended. He did play the following year against Bayern Munich. A Liverpool break on the cards. But Valencia recovering so well. But, Liverpool are not finding it easy to get the ball up to their 2 front men, Owen and Heskey. There's Gerrard, one of those charged with the responsibility of getting it forward, as Risa does now. And the ball sent spitting into the crowd by Carlos Marchena. He has 2 Spanish caps, former Seville and Benfica player, and a short spell in Portugal. Well, they're opting for the long throw from Risa again, and they've asked Sami Hyypiä to get up there to make his presence felt, and he doesn't get the flick he was looking for. A touch wide from Carragher. Chance for Gerrard to swing a ball in here. And Valencia cope pretty well. Traore wins applause. Opportunity for Michael Owen, maybe. A last-ditch clearance from Carboni, but Liverpool still surging forward with Gerrard's cross. Once again, Valencia seem to have bodies there whenever they need them. That has to be a free kick against Salif Diao. And this was the splendid bit of defending we saw from Carboni, using all the experience of his 37 years just to fend away the challenge of Michael Owen. Still got plenty to say here, Carboni. Torres. Valencia also playing with a flat back four tonight. Poor old Aymar scrambling, but he's got it through for Carew. Carew is brought down right on the edge of the area. If he'd have gone any further, mind you, he was in on goal all by himself. Little handshake between the man who brought him down, Huppier, and Carew. And what a chance this is for Valencia. It's right on the edge of that area, no doubt about the validity of the free kick. Won by Carew. As I said, he has the pace and he was bothering Sami Huppier there. Well, they wasted a free kick 2 or 3 minutes ago, but not from as good a position as this one. We've already seen some superb free kicks in the UEFA Champions League this season. The likes of Alessandro Del Piero, David Beckham. Some spectacular goals around last evening as well. Anybody who saw the Maccabi Haifa goals, for example, against Manchester United, some absolute stunners there. So an opportunity here for Valencia. Keely Gonzalez doing as much to organise the wall as the referee. It's finally Aymar, and it's far, far too high. He grimaces and he knows he should have done better technically. Baraja ran over the ball. He's one of those where you knew what he was attempting to do, but he just didn't do it. Still Liverpool 0, Valencia 0. Slight slip there by Haman, so Valencia continue to track down the right channel through Ruffetti and win a throw. Very well drilled side, Valencia. They all have a role to play and they play it well. And Carew will chest it down to Ruffetti. And Liverpool are not finding them easy opposition to break down, as they knew they wouldn't. One of the most thoughtful managers in the game, Gerard Houllier. And he's very much kept Liverpool's principles here, following on from the likes of Bill Shankly, Bob Paisley, Joe Fagan. Oh, there, Albelda lost it. Owen in the area. He's got no supporters yet, so he'll go for goal. It's too high. Good chance, the first chance really for Liverpool. All because Albelda dwelled on the ball. Salif Jow took him off him, threaded it through first time. Lovely ball for Owen. They couldn't touch him, and just as the ball was placed too high at the other end by Aymar, so Owen got underneath his shot. 0-0 with 21 minutes played at Anfield. Good header from Carew, but it's covered by Carragher. A real scouser, as they call people who come from Liverpool, Jamie Carragher. But Valencia's certainly enjoying their share of attacking moments here, presently with Ruffetti. They're playing some nice football, and this is Carew, who will take a throw-in off Huppier this time. The two biggest men on the field. He's 6'4", but he's dwarfed by Carew. A bit like young Koller, the Czech Republic star, of course. Nice skills there from Ruffetti. Marchena runs it out. Valencia would love to see the job done tonight by winning sufficient points here to guarantee qualification for the next phase, and then they could take on Spartak Moscow next week in total comfort. Spartak Moscow, by the way, who haven't got a single point in their 4 matches. Ruffetti. Well, there were so many red shirts around him, he would almost inevitably play the ball to one of the occupants, and he did, Risa. Now it's Murphy in the red. Salif Jow. Harman. Joe doing exactly what the opposition did a moment ago, and when he won the ball he dwelled on it, and you can't afford to do that in this level of company. They're getting hemmed in here, Valencia. So much so Liverpool win themselves a throw-in midway inside the Valencia half. It's going to be tight and cagey. I don't think anybody was predicting a high-scoring game here, unlike one we had in England last night. Extraordinarily, in the Nationwide League, a First Division fixture ended Grimsby Town 6, Burnley 5. Wouldn't mind being at that one, would you? But here it's 0-0, and the referee has a close eye on the events here, and so decides there was no free kick to be had by anybody. Good refereeing, because I don't think there was a foul. It was just a bit of a skirmish. Happy to just caress the ball around this lovely playing surface at Anfield, one of the best in England. There have been plans mooted, of course, for Liverpool to move stadiums and to even share with their rivals Everton across at Stanley Park. But for the moment they continue to play in their traditional homes of Anfield and Goodison Park, which is just a stone's throw away. Torres here for Valencia, holding Liverpool and holding them pretty easily, apart from that one blemish in defence a moment or two ago when Owen was allowed in. Zhao working as hard as anyone here, gets a free kick off Aymar. Come here is the message from the Norwegian official to the Argentinian striker. It was clumsy. Well, Murphy's got a free kick out of this. The referee waited there for a while just to see how things developed. We're looking again at the previous incident there, but here Danny Murphy's got a free kick for Liverpool, which he takes, and Harman will move forward. Still Harman. Liverpool not really getting anywhere, not positively anyway. Risa will fire it wide. They will come onto this ball now, which was fired to him by Gerrard, but that's much too close to Canizares. Was Zhao hurt? Well, he doesn't appear to be now. Number 21 there in your picture on the far side. Seems to be running quite freely. Baraja, standing Spanish international, to Torres, one of the younger ones. Ruffetti. And just too much pace on the ball for him there, Torres. But Risa unable to find a way beyond Marchena. Clearly enjoying his run out in the first team here, Marchena. Nice smile from the Liverpool manager. So enjoying life at the moment, you can tell. Just enjoying being a part of these big occasions, these big nights at Anfield, as Heskey gets a header which will go straight through to the goalkeeper, Canizares. I don't think it was necessarily go down as an attempt on goal, that. Albeldo never seems to get beyond the halfway line. Pellegrino. Now Albeldo might. Has to dive to keep the possession and to find Aymar. In turn, he's now got it onto Ruffetti. Dangerous cross ball there. Might just be kept in as well. It will by Aymar. He lost out to Carragher, but then the ball was given away by both sides. It's a tough fixture, is this one. Caru's on the charge again, and he'll get there. Only Aymar to pull it back to, and about 6 red shirts. So Caru twists and turns and gets a corner kick. He did well there. It would have been pointless to pull the ball back aimlessly. because it would have gone almost certainly to a Liverpool player. So he held it up long enough and then won the corner kick. And it's a familiar pattern, this. Liverpool pulling everybody back. They're not leaving anybody up on the halfway line at all. Which means Valencia can push as many forward as they want, really. It's a very congested penalty area. As Keely Gonzalez fires it in there. And there's a chance here for Aymar if he turns. Oh, it's scuffed over the top. Well, what an amazing miss. What a good opening this one is for Valencia. Headed down there, Aymar has the presence to turn and twist and offer Baraja the chance of opening the scoring tonight. And somehow he manages to scuff it way over the top. A long way over. And a man who's been prolific this season, scoring 3 times in Europe, twice against Basel and once against Liverpool. Should have done better with that. Oh, it's spun away off Hammond, it's left Michael Owen. No, he's offside. Just before you get excited and leap out of your seats, it came away off an opposition player, flew through to Michael Owen. Let's have a look at this. There's the ricochet. I'm not altogether certain whether the man on the far side might have been playing him on, Carboni. He might just have been square with him, but anyway, the flag went up. That's all that matters. It remains 0-0. And Owen himself didn't seem surprised to see the flag raised. But he was virtually square with Carboni. And you'd certainly have backed Owen 9 times out of 10 to have gone on from there to net the ball. Jamie Carragher, young England international who was not selected for the World Cup finals. To be fair, he had an injury as well. He went over to America for some treatment in the summer. Just a bit frantic at times, this one. Ooh, and Keely Gonzalez involved in a little fracas here with Salif Jou. There's Marcus Babbel, the German international. So good to see him back. He missed the whole of last season with a wasting disease, and it's lovely to see him back in the frame again for Liverpool. Content at the moment to be just a part of the setup and on the substitutes bench. Owen on halfway, wriggles and gets away from one, but then his square ball is a gift to Ruffetti. Offering support down the right channel, Curo Torres. Again, Liverpool squander the possession that they've only just won for themselves. Every now and again the player slips. It seems a little bit greasy, the turf. Fortunately, Dudek doesn't slip from Liverpool's point of view there. Manages to clear right onto the halfway line. A glimpse there of a couple of the substitutes limbering up. Pellegrino, the Argentinian from Vélez Sarsfield, who had a short spell at Barcelona, never quite made it there. Albelda. Both sides still looking for that breakthrough. It's taking some finding. Touched inside by Ruffetti, that was good. Carew will just have to check his run, otherwise he'd have been offside. Clever ball. This is good play. And down goes Aymar. And It was Traore who managed to just put him off as the ball was whipped across the first time by Ruffetti. And here they come again, Valencia. They're playing well, but they've not prized Liverpool open as yet. But they are having good spells of possession. It's with Ruffetti now. Several Valencia players forward, including this man Curo Torres. Drives it hard, low. Carew tries to set it up, and Valencia lead. And it was a gloriously struck shot from Francisco Ruffetti. It took a deflection. That didn't help Dudek's cause. And Valencia get their just desserts here because they've dominated the last few minutes here. And it is Liverpool 0, Valencia 1. And that's the strike. I think it clipped off Sami Hyypiä. Well laid back by Carew, and there is Ruffetti. It did indeed come off Hyypiä, and it stranded Dudek totally. He had no chance at all. Although it comes off Hyypiä, I give that goal to Ruffetti, however. He intended it without doubt. His strike was deadly as it transpired, and on 34 minutes it's Liverpool 0, Valencia 1. Well, now we have a game in a sense, because Liverpool are at their most dangerous when they have to come back at the opposition. That's why they do so well away from Anfield, and they will come at those in white now, that's for sure. And of course, let me just remind you of the overall situation. A Valencia victory will be good enough to move them through to the second phase. They will go on to 13 points and leave Liverpool sweating on the result of the game between Spartak Moscow and Basel when it's played, and then their own match in Switzerland. They're really hoping Spartak Moscow can do them a favour against Basel. So let me give you the scores from elsewhere. It's PSV Eindhoven 1, Auxerre 0. A goal by Thierry Henry as well, news of. Borussia Dortmund 0, Arsenal 1. It's all kicking off here though. Just for a moment, let me just describe what's happening here. The referee looks like he might be reaching for a yellow card. Salif Chow on Marchena. Marchena has stayed down. The crowd are booing him. They don't think it was serious enough for that to happen. Stretcher bearers are being called out here. And the tension just heightened by the Valencia goal and by that tackle of Salif Chow's on Marchena. The referee's assistant over there had a long discussion with the main man, Tarja Hauge. And, still a lot of booing going on, and the Liverpool fans obviously feel that he wasn't that badly hurt and that he will return very quickly. Those scores again very quickly for you. Ajax are still leading by a goal to nil against Olympique Lyonnais in Lyon. Pienaar the goal scorer. Brugink has got a goal for Eindhoven against Auxerre. It's Borussia Dortmund 0, Arsenal 1. Thierry Henry the scorer. Of course, Spartak and Basel not playing tonight. AEK Athens and Genk are tied at 1-1, and Real Madrid are losing at home to Roma. There's an interesting scoreline from the Bernabeu. Roma leading by a goal to nil. This should be Dudek's ball. Ooh, he chooses to kick it away in the end. And completing our roundup of the other scores, Inter Milan 1, Rosenborg 0. The most interesting scoreline there, the one in Madrid, where Real are not safely through yet, and a victory for Roma there tonight would put the cat among the pigeons in that group. That's offside. Carew played his part in the goal. It has to be said, it was his layback that created the shooting opportunity for Ruffetti. And how well he took it, even though it did need the aid of a big deflection. Now offside Heskey. Perhaps predictably, Marchena is back on, of course, and Liverpool they were protesting, and Valencia have their full complement again. Carboni's free kick for Valencia, who have a goal advantage already here. Keely Gonzalez. There's no way through for him, but there might be for others in white. They are playing well, Valencia. Full of confidence here. I wonder if they're going to be the third Spanish side in a row to win at Anfield. Driven crossfield by Curro Torres. Baraka, Aymar, Baraka, lovely football, still Baraka. And Liverpool having to be on their guard at the moment. They are really up against it. Valencia are playing some sumptuous football. And they're calling all the shots at the moment. There is no doubt about that. It's Ruffetti's first goal, by the way, this season. It came on 34 minutes, and we're getting close to half-time with the Spanish champions well in the driving seat. An Aymar corner for Valencia. But Liverpool have found it very hard to break down tonight's Spanish resistance. A few notes from the boss. Something to work on in his team talk, perhaps. Well, he certainly won't have much to criticise them for, because from the word go, they've played well. The Norwegian assistant referee saw a foul there by Ruffetti. Liverpool's free kick. This is it. See what you can see. I didn't see much there. It's on from Heskey. It's Owen. Here it comes, surely Gerrard. Great save by Canizares. Spread himself superbly, and Salif Jow pumps the ball high over the crossbar now. The best opening Liverpool have had. It was better than the one Owen had earlier, because this time it's Heskey onto Owen, and he manages to get the ball through, tees it up, and the strike by Gerrard, hard and low, made it easy actually for Canizares when you see it from that angle. Canizares spread himself well though, got down very sharply. It remains Liverpool 0, Valencia 1. And a discontented look on the face of the coach. It's advantage Valencia so far in this first half, but Liverpool, well, there's a long way to go. They tend to score a lot of goals late in matches to Liverpool, and they'll be hoping they can do that in the second half at least here. Hupia just loops the ball high, general direction of Heskey. Albelda knocks it up to halfway acrobatically. The referee waited to see if there was an advantage, I think, there. He might have given a free kick to Aymar, as it is. Curro Torres is on his way, and he's found Aymar. Short ball from him. Here's Carew onside. Oh, it whistles across the face of that Liverpool goal. And how close was that to being 2-0 Valencia? They looked for offside, none was given. Quite right too, and Carew, well, he claims a corner. The ball was touched out by Dudek, and belatedly, I think it's been given. Very belatedly. Perhaps somebody saw a replay and whispered in the referee's ear. It certainly was a corner. But it could have been Liverpool 0, Valencia 2 there. As it is, it's still 0-1. And an Aymar corner to come. They're in the box seat. Ooh, it's punched in the air by Dudek. Jow doesn't get it out very far either, nor does Risa. Liverpool are on the rack here. Borussia Dortmund, by the way, thanks to Thomas Rosicky, have got an equaliser against Arsenal, 1-1 in Germany. The other scores which I gave you a moment ago still stand. 60% possession, Valencia. How impressive is that in a fortress like Anfield? It's been a very efficient performance from Valencia, though they now concede a free kick. And the ball was kicked away there by Curo Torres. Referee Hauger just has a whisper in his ear, but doesn't take any action. And he's been quite lenient at times, the referee. There have been no yellow cards in this half. There might have been a couple. Virtually half-time at Anfield. Well, the fourth official has not yet indicated what time will be added. Can Liverpool dramatically snatch an equaliser before half-time? That's the question, as Risa will aim this one in towards the likes of Heskey and Hupia, and it is Hupia who's up there. It never got through, and Aymar, twinkling toes, manages to stab the ball forward, but it's already back in Liverpool possession with Heskey. Powers on. What a big man he is. What a powerful man he is. And he's delivered well, and there's a header here. A good header as well from Michael Owen, cutting across the marker. The referee has ignored his linesman there, quite rightly too. Risa. That's a free kick. Risa was blocked. Valencia complained they couldn't get out of his way. There's obstruction, which is why the referee's arm is raised. He ran into Curo Torres. Nonetheless, it's a chance for Liverpool here. And if this was the 90th minute and not the 45th, they would be baying for blood. They would be demanding a goal. We're not quite halfway through the match, but Valencia lead 1-0. Liverpool, though, have a free kick in a handy position. They have half a dozen red shirts inside the area as Murphy Sauer sent it in and Carew twists on a header to get the ball away. And here they come through Aymar. Well, there's plenty to enjoy in this match. Totally committed, both sides, such as the magnitude of the Champions League action. Now, I'm not quite sure what happened there, but the crowd are booing again. And there's a word for Ruffetti and a word for Risa. The referee really has got to get a bit of a hold on this, because there's a bit of bad feeling between the two sides. That is clear. But Valencia will be very happy with the situation in which they find themselves. Carew, a touch back to Ruffetti, the goal scorer for Valencia. They'll shuttle it along across the line out to Kili Gonzalez. Baraka. Still Baraka. John Risa playing at left back at the moment for Liverpool. Some think he's more suited to a left-sided midfield role, which he can really relish when he gets forward. But it's needs must for Liverpool at the moment. And at half-time here, we've just had the one goal, but there have been a lot of moments to savour. And Ruffetti has got the one goal of the evening so far at Anfield. A well-struck shot after the ball had been laid back to him by John Carew there, but a massive, massive deflection off the heel of Sami Hupia. Beat Dudek. The goal nonetheless credited to Ruffetti. And half-time here at Anfield. Liverpool 0, Valencia 1. Welcome back to Anfield for the second half of our Group B match in tonight's UEFA Champions League between Liverpool and Valencia. And the man there, number 19, Ruffetti, has got the only goal of the game so far for Valencia. And they look like a class act. Sometimes statistics mean a lot, sometimes they don't mean a lot, but the one that's really telling at the moment, I think, here is that Valencia are enjoying an advantage of possession of 58% to just 42%. That really does say it all. And so far they're making the most of it, and Liverpool are looking rather devoid of ideas. But the crowd here at Anfield will roll them on. They're amongst the most knowledgeable and passionate crowds in England. So the scoreline may change during the course of the next 45 minutes. But as we resume, it's Liverpool 0, Valencia 1. No substitutions after the interval. A time which will have been well utilised by Rafael Benitez and Gerard Houllier, Phil Thompson, his assistant at Liverpool, of course, and getting messages across to the players. Let's see if Liverpool can find a better route to goal. They created very little in the first half. One chance for Michael Owen, which he put too high, and another one where Gerrard's shot was blocked by the goalkeeper Canizares, but that's about all Liverpool could offer. Valencia mustered a couple of efforts. Baraka should have scored, shooting over from a central position, and they do have the one goal from Ruffetti to enjoy. Those other scores, I'll rapidly go through them. It's PSV Eindhoven 1, Auxerre 0, Dortmund 1, Arsenal 1, Athens 1, Genk 1 at half-time, Real Madrid 0, Roma 1, Totti with the goal there, and Inter Milan 1, Rosenborg 0, a goal there for Inter Milan from Alvaro Recoba, and Lyonnais 0, Ajax 1, Pina the scorer for Ajax. Risa, now Traore. Oh, he's been caught in possession, and Valencia would have had a 3-on-2 situation there with a bit of a better break. Much to discuss. Much can happen yet in the remaining 45 minutes, 44 minutes. The ball will come across field here to Sami Hyypiä, that colossus of a centre-back. What a signing he's turned out to be for Liverpool. It's launched long of Heskey, but intervening is the fullback Kuro Torres. Both sides going with roughly 4-4-2 formations, though for Valencia, Aymar plays just a little deeper than Carew. They're more of a 4-4-1-1. Liverpool a traditional 4-4-2, and moving forward with Hamann now. One German player out there. A little bit of impatience amongst the Liverpool fans because their side didn't get the ball forward as quickly as they might, and already the Spanish champions have it back with Aymar, and on he goes, but not very far. The stumbling block for him was Traore. Carragher. Deft footwork from Owen, and then it's through with Murphy. Just manages to retain possession and get the ball forward for Heskey, who's onside. Heskey's chance here for Liverpool. The cutback is to Owen, and another fine save. Canizares twice now has denied Liverpool, but that will be of some encouragement to the home side that they created at least a chance. And normally you would have said Michael Owen would have rattled that into the net. He certainly did a week ago in Moscow 3 times. Should have scored without doubt here. Gerrard's ball in to Heskey, who does well to fend off the opposition, cuts it back perfectly for Owen, and how many times would he have scored? On this occasion he couldn't. And Owen foiled by this man Canizares, who proves yet again that he's one of the best stoppers in the business. Owen this time foiled by a more routine method, the centre-back Marchena. Well, Owen couldn't complain about the service that time. And he should have been into double figures for the season. He has 9 goals. Carboni. Albelda. Swing of the boot, and it's into the path of Kuro Torres. He was a goal scorer himself in the victory in Bâle. Rather, it was in the 2-2 draw against Bâle that Kuro Torres scored, not the 6-2 whipping that they gave them in the other game, when Valencia became one of only 3 sides ever to score 6 times in a Champions League match. Carragher. Murphy. I think he was caught there. He was. It's a correct decision. Baraka just clipped the heel of the man Murphy. Good decision from referee Hauger, but not a good free kick. Just prodded beyond Heskey. The left-footed Dudek gets it up into the opposition half. It's good skill that from Heskey, and Gerrard, first time ball in. Too far, I fancy. PSV Eindhoven are now 2 goals up against Auxerre in Holland. 2-0 to Eindhoven. They play in the same group as Dortmund and Arsenal, who are level 1-1 in Germany. Yeah, this man Santiago Canizares, 32 years of age, former Real Madrid goalkeeper, who was signed to replace the legendary Andoni Zubizarreta, takes the goal kick. And it's gone to Carew. Liverpool are warming up El Hadj Diouf, the Senegal striker, at the moment, among others. Not with any immediate purpose of bringing them on, I don't think. We'll see how it goes for another 10 minutes or so. If there's still a goal down, then they may bring either he or Milan Baros on. Aymar this time struggles to retain the ball, and then a free kick awarded against him as well, Pablo Aymar. And this is where it came. He cut across Didi Hamann. And Liverpool are trying to get back into the contest, but it's not often they trail here at Anfield, but they're a goal behind right now. Traore, his first touch wasn't good there, but he's got away with it. It's going to come back to him again. They're hustling well here, Valencia, and they're forcing Liverpool into errors, and Traore makes one. The man who's in the side in place of Stefan Arnshaw, the Swiss defender. More defending for Liverpool to do here against Keely Gonzalez. It's Aymar. He's got a man on his right. Aymar will go alone for the moment. Now he touches it wider. Will be swept in here, and it's cleared by Carragher. Going to Baraja. Curo Torres. There have been prolonged spells of Valencia pressure there, keeping the ball better than Liverpool, and Curo Torres is going to knock another one across here towards Keely Gonzalez. Again Carragher intervenes, and again it's back with Valencia. So adept at retaining possession. Keely Gonzalez spins to the turf, but it was a fair enough challenge from Traore. And this foul by Gerrard will keep the momentum going Valencia's way. And they're playing well, they're dominating, monopolising the ball. Baraja. So when Aymar reverses it, the intention was for it to go to Carboni. It went to Heskey instead. But they just seem a fraction sharper and play more as a unit, Valencia. Risa is tripped. Inter Milan are now 2 ahead of Rosenborg as well in Milan. So things looking pretty good for Inter in that group. Now it's by far from over. One of the tighter ones. Gerrard here. He'll have a corner off this. Flew off the inside of Carboni's right leg. Out for the corner kick. The Anfield faithful roar. And they will lift the roof here if they score. Canizares has made a couple of excellent saves from Owen and from Gerrard, who now takes this corner. Low, Heskey! And it stays out. Well, I'm not quite sure. We'll all need to see a replay of that one. Ruffetti was stationed on the upright. It was whipped in by Heskey. It came off something, that's for sure. Canizares got a hand to it. We'll get a replay later, maybe. It's up towards Hupia. And a super athletic catch again from Canizares. I don't think the referee gave a foul. I think he's just come to see if Canizares is all right. Yes, he has given a foul. Might give us a chance, this, a breather, to look at that previous incident as to what really happened. It's a what happened next situation. Now here it is. Canizares a hand on it. It's just headed against the knee of Ruffetti there by Hamann, who very optimistically was claiming a penalty. Since when was the ball striking a knee worth a penalty? Just Good defending from the man who's got the only goal of the night so far, Francisco Ruffetti. A rare mistake here by Valencia. So Liverpool sweep forward with Carragher's throw. Hammer. Reese has come in field, but again they are pushed all the way back. All the way back. No foul given. The long clearance almost got Carew in for a header, but Murphy tickles it wide to Gerrard. A lot of movement ahead of him, but he's aimed it straight at Pellegrino. It's an important phase of play, this, because Liverpool are giving it everything at the moment. But Valencia are not just weathering the storm, they're coming back at their English hosts. And Albelda's got on the outside here. It's the furthest forward he's been. Oh, and then Gerrard plays it straight to Aymar in the penalty area. And Valencia have chances here. It's Carew. He'll cushion the header down, which will be hacked away now. Carragher. I think the crowd here is sensing what a key phase of the match this is. Liverpool desperately trying to get back level in the match. Valencia playing their part still in coming forward. A truly disciplined performance from them, but Liverpool have created a couple of chances, good ones as well. They've been foiled by the agility of Santiago Canizares so far, and the bravado of the goalkeeper. That's a good ball, but the one from Heskey was not as good. Gerrard had found him well. Now Haman will try and find someone ahead. Free kick given. And Aymar walks away from the scene of the crime very sharply. And Gerard Houllier will know his side needs to try and retain this momentum that they've just got a bit going at the moment. They need an equaliser if they're to stand a chance of winning the night. It's into Heskey's foot. It's Heskey's turn. Unlucky. But this is much better from Liverpool. The link up between Owen and Heskey, excellent there. The one knew exactly where the other was, and Heskey whisked round. Couldn't really get a lot of strength into the shot, not much venom, but it still posed a threat. But Gerard Houlier's reaction as we see Canizares knock the ball up to the halfway line from the goal kick will be to make a double substitution any minute now. Milan Baros, number 5, Czech Republic striker. And I think Vladimir Smica, the other Czech Republic star, will look as though they're stripping for action here. A double switch, and yet Liverpool are actually playing better than they've done at any stage of the night. Carragher. Again, they're restless as Liverpool go backwards rather than forwards. Now Traore does hit it longer. Owen's not the biggest of fellas, of course, just a little chap. So it's not much good hitting high balls into him. And I wonder if Owen will be the one to come off. Oh, it's swept majestically to his right by Baraka. A lightning raid here, but that's going to be too long. And Liverpool can now make their double switch, or will they content themselves just by bringing on Barros for the time being? No, they've decided to just delay the substitution for a moment. Valencia still lead by the game's only goal. We really do have to pay tribute to the way Valencia have played it. They've surrounded the opponents. Now Salif Chow. Heskey. Into the action comes Gerrard. A swinging cross from him and a good header. Pellegrino got it out and then went down clutching his face. They're really roaring them on here now, and Liverpool will make this double switch. Pellegrino caught there by Joe. Danny Murphy is predictably coming off to be replaced by Milan Baros. And Emil Heskey is withdrawn, so it's now going to be a Barros-Owen combination up front, and Smitzer comes into the midfield hole, vacated by Murphy. Let's see if it has any significant impact on the match, which Liverpool trailing by 1-0. They're giving it everything in this half. A long throw from Risa here, headed away by the man who was injured a moment ago, Pellegrino. Tells you he's all right again. Away this time by Baraka, the danger here. Aymar will thump it long. There's a one-on-one. It's Carew against Traore, and Traore gets there, and to a man they all stand in the far parts of Anfield to applaud the Frenchman. That was a significant moment. If Carew had got past him, Liverpool were in dire straits. Valencia do have this throw in though, on a line with the 18-yard area. I don't think they'll be aiming for Aymar's head. He's about 5'6". Owen, chance of a break for Liverpool. He can look up and push the ball into the path of Smitzer, well covered by Carboni. Big crowd at Anfield tonight, 41,831 enjoying the action, not enjoying the scoreline as it stands. Valencia protecting their lead well. Carew shoulder to shoulder knocked Traore over. There was no foul given. And there might be here. So a foul by Barros on Carboni. That was the action a moment earlier. There's no foul on Carboni that time, but there was seconds later. Still Liverpool 0, Valencia 1, and if this is the score at the end of 90 minutes, then Valencia will be through. They'll have 13 points from 5 games. Liverpool will be stuck on 7, and then they have to find out how Basel and Spartak Moscow go. Still much to ponder. Smitzer first came to everybody's attentions really during Euro 96, competition during which he, well, I'm going to break off speaking here because I'm talking about Vladimir Smitzer, but there's been an altercation on the touchline between Carboni and his own coach. He came over and the physio, the UEFA official there, the 4th official, Kjell Alseth, I think was telling Carboni he had to go off for treatment if he wanted some. He couldn't have it on the pitch, and he has some blood coming from the side of the eye. He obviously needs the treatment, but he doesn't want to go off the pitch. He has to do for that. Question is, will they attempt a substitution? They want to get the ball away from that area at the moment. What's the bruise? I think what happened there was that the boot of the Liverpool player, Barros, caught him as he went down. He chased the ball, landed on top of him virtually. It wasn't intentional, but they've patched him up and he's ready to come back, Carboni, all forgiven. And forgot. No free kick there. Risa really did just run into the man. I don't think he could have expected that, as most of the 41,000 here did. But then they are biased. Calm clearing header from Pellegrino. It's not where Owen needs it, but that's a poor clearance, and so it's picked up once more by Carragher. Through to Smitzer. Smitzer's wide ball accepted by Gerrard. Chances here for Liverpool. Covered excellently once more by this sound Valencia defence, who haven't missed a trick, not as yet. And Liverpool are getting very angry with themselves. The crowd are getting agitated now. It's every decision that goes against them. The boot of Smitzer a bit high on Baraka there, too high for the liking of referee Helge. In terms of free kicks on the night, Valencia have committed 11 fouls and Liverpool have committed 10. The possession's going a little bit more Liverpool's way in this half. They've now had 46% possession to Valencia's 54. And I'll give you some scores in a moment from other matches. Just let's see what happens in this particular move here, because Aymar has the ball. But I think I can give you the other scores. It's PSV Eindhoven 3, Auxerre 0 now. So that one going very much the way of the Dutch side and against the Frenchman. But equally in that group, it's Borussia Dortmund 2, Arsenal 1. So all sorts of problems for Arsenal at the moment. Have lost their last 3 matches, having seemed invincible hitherto. It's AEK of Athens 1, Genk 1, Real Madrid 0, Roma 1 still in the Bernabeu. Inter Milan 2, Rosenborg 0, and Lyon are losing 1-0 to Ajax. A good night for the Dutch. Valencia will shortly make their first substitution as well, and they're going to bring Angulo on. I can't yet tell you who he's going to go off. Let's see what happens with this Liverpool free kick to be dispatched by Steven Gerrard towards half a dozen red shirts. There are also 7 or 8 white ones there as well. There were enough, and it's just belted upfield. Gerrard can hit these tremendous raking passes, Gerrard. Salif Diao's had a couple of goals recently, scored the winner against Leeds United, and also scored against Spartak Moscow, who were thumped here 5-0. Free kick against Carew. He and Huppier have had a pretty fair battle, really. Now that substitution, and it's Pablo Aymar who is to be replaced. I don't think the Valencia fans are too keen about that, but it's Angulo who will come on in place of the Argentinian, and presumably will go and play up there alongside John Carew. So Aymar's disenchanted, but nobody's happy to be substituted exactly. And here is Angulo, played just behind Carew as Aymar did. Barros latches onto the ball and finds Diao. That's a goal kick. Scoreline, let me remind you, in case you're joining us at the moment, is still Liverpool 0, Valencia 1. The only goal scored towards the end of the first half by Ruffetti. There's Angulo's first contribution. Liverpool have certainly made more progress in this half than they ever did in the first, but Canizares has had to make 2 excellent saves. But you would say that Valencia have defended him well too. Liverpool need a few stormtroopers, but the ball lost by Smitzer. Angulo will fire it wide for Carew. Only Angulo in the centre, so Carew will hold it up until others arrive. Well, I don't mind going back in their situation at the moment. Keely Gonzalez now. Baraka, still Angulo, and away by Gerrard. You always have the feeling that Valencia are comfortable somehow. Comfortable on the ball, comfortable in defence. Very calm and precise performance from them. I think they're a better side than Liverpool. Liverpool tonight, Gerard Houllier said he didn't want to use the word revenge. He doesn't like it, but of course they are trying to avenge the 2-0 defeat in Spain a few weeks ago. By general consensus, Liverpool's poorest performance, but he will know, Rafael Benitez, that Liverpool are capable of much better than they performed that night. Smitsa. Hamann. He didn't really look. Carew's given offside. Carew has certainly learnt the art of never complaining. It was a close call. And yet again, Valencia come out with the ball. Baraka. And he's pinged it wide to his right. That's an excellent pass. It really was a super ball. Ruffetti will drive it across here. It'll be latched onto by Keely Gonzalez. Firm challenge from Gerrard to make sure Keely Gonzalez didn't get his shot in. Away goes the speedy Barros. Hamann into the track of Smitsa. Waiting wide is Owen, who tries to cut a path inside. Fails to get the ball through to Smitsa. And Valencia again coming out with such an air of tranquility almost and calmness about their play. Assuredness is probably the best word for them. Full of assuredness, Valencia. Oh, Risa misses it. It's Liverpool's throw nonetheless. Liverpool have to go to Switzerland, of course, for the final fixture in this Group B. There's been one or two surprises along the way this year in the Champions League. One or two supreme performances as well. The likes of Milan in Deportivo when they won 4-0, Real Madrid in Rome when they won 3-0. The 6 goals, of course, that Valencia plundered against Basel. And the biggest shock of all, of course, the demise of Bayern Munich, eliminated already. Champions only 2 years ago, already out. Can Liverpool find the inspiration to get themselves an equalising goal at least here? It would still be good enough, remember, for Valencia, that, because they would still enjoy a 4-point advantage over Liverpool with just one game to come. So Valencia feeling very happy with life at the moment here in the northwest of England. They'd have settled for 0-0. They lead 1-0 as it is. Gerrard's got a good-looking ball in, but Pellegrino's there again, shadowing Owen every step of the way. And even the crowd just a touch more muted in the last couple of minutes. They were really behind their side about 10 minutes ago when Michael Owen there might well have scored for Liverpool, should have done really, but Canizares, give him the credit, made a top draw save. Hamann. And this time it's Marchena who gets ahead of Owen. Salif Jao on the sprint. They're calling for it across the middle, but when he delivers it straight to Albelda. And Angulo on the break, and this is trouble for Liverpool. They've 2-on-1 here, and desperate stuff from Traore. I suppose Liverpool are going to commit themselves more and more as they seek a goal. A 1-0 defeat no good for their cause at all, and it will be a nervous night in Basel for them. El Hadj Diouf from Senegal, one of the stars of the World Cup finals. Well, he'd be a star here tonight if he came on and scored. But Liverpool have given very few indications of getting a goal. Valencia have already got one, and Baraka is weaving into position. Oh, he thumps it just wide. A man with half a dozen goals this season. Liverpool are conceding possession and conceding chances. Flashed it wide. I wouldn't say Valencia are in total control, but they're pretty dominant. Angulo loses out to Carragher. Valencia have worked tirelessly, though, to set themselves up into this position. Barros, the ball skipped beneath his toe, and in fact he doesn't even get the throw in. Carboni claims it. Inter Milan have scored a third goal against Rosenborg, so they're pretty certainly going to clinch a place through into the final 16. Both Milan clubs will be through, alongside the likes of Barcelona, of course. The only side with a 100% record after 5 games. But certainly you would expect Real Madrid to advance. And if Deportivo La Corona do as well, there could be all 4 Spanish sides through to the last 16. Another chance here, it's Angulo. He'll shoot! Oh, and a thrilling save from Dudek. But in the last 5 minutes, Valencia have carved out 3 chances. And this one, Angulo strikes mightily. And the goalkeeper took off and got his fingers to it. Well, I think if Valencia score the second goal, Liverpool can say goodnight to their aspirations this evening. Kili Gonzalez, just to keep it in. Might look to get another corner here. Well, it's an aimless ball from Gerrard, straight across the field, straight to the opponent Marchena. Liverpool seem to be running short of ideas right now. Valencia anything but. It's Carew, he's offside. A second Valencia substitution coming up. This is Mista. He won't come on just yet. Liverpool have the possession right on halfway, as you can see. Nice touch, Gerrard to Smitzer. Gerrard wider this time for Michael Owen. Liverpool have 3 in the middle. There's a big shout for a handball, but the referee had a good view of that. And now Carew is seen to have conceded a free kick already taken. Liverpool know the urgency of the situation. Hammam has tricked his way beyond 2. But Smits has lost it. And the white shirts will come forward in ever-increasing numbers here. They've got a 4-on-4 situation. Albelda will simply touch the ball wide right. Ruffetti. And then the cross from Curo Torres. Well, they seem to be masters of their own destiny to Valencia at the moment. They've been a class better, a class higher than the opposition. Here's Carew with a chance. On he goes. Carew doesn't go down. Dudek can't stop him. Real chance of a second goal. Baraka can't get a touch. Then Ruffetti again. Can they get that second, which would really finish the job? No, they can't. Liverpool are really committing themselves here. Kili Gonzalez crosses Traore. Well, that might have finished the job off. The second Valencia substitution now sees the withdrawal of Carew, who might well have scored in the seconds that they were contemplating the switch. His replacement is Mista. Well, Carew will believe the truth of his words uttered before this game, that Liverpool weren't good enough. Valencia have already beaten them 2-0 in Spain in the Mestalla, and they're 1-0 up here in England. And looking to make it 2-0 by all appearances. Baraka. Well, it's a shooting gallery at the moment, and it's the home team that is having to defend its net. Baraka in particular has had a lot of opportunities. Well, Liverpool just seem unable to find the rhythm and momentum that is carrying them to the top of the English Premiership. Scarcely have I seen them create so few chances. They might have a chance here. Smitzer. That's a free kick. And it's the first yellow card of the night. It's shown to David Albelda. It's taken the Norwegian referee a long time, 80 minutes virtually, to find that yellow card of his, but he's found it now. And Albelda is cautioned for the first time in this Champions League campaign. Well, if Liverpool got a goal now, we'd have a grandstand finish. For all their efforts and all their work rate, they've only brought really 2 saves out of Canizares, but this free kick might yield something. Gerrard. Well, Look at that. There are 5 red shirts ahead and not a single white shirt anywhere. And the answer to the riddle is offside. Look at this. Look at the way they broke out. That's a very rare sight indeed. And there have been some mutterings if the goal had stood from the Spanish point of view. If they'd put it in the net, of course. Bruno Cheroux, Frenchman, first season at Anfield. Going to get 10 minutes of action. Actually played for Lille in the Champions League last season. And they're working well for one another, Valencia. They also make the ball do the work, but they are passing the ball around impressively, finding one another with their passes. Well, Liverpool will bring Cheroux on now. He's a good left foot. He's a strong player. He's got a terrific shot. He's dynamite in his boots, as they say. And off comes Carragher, the right full back. For the arrival of Cheroux, and Carragher looks exhausted, to be honest. He's done a lot of chasing around to not much avail. Gerrard is patrolling this right touchline, but loses the ball. Won by Keely Gonzalez. Free kick given away by Smitsa. And again, no great complaint. Carbone smacks that free kick. I think the ball was still moving, but anyway, he got away with that. And down the right goes Curo Torres. Here comes Angulo. Rare to see Liverpool outpassed on their own patch, but they've been outpassed here tonight by this outstandingly good Valencia side, who will take some beating in the Champions League again. They could, of course, get through to a third final in 4 years. They're gathering here, but the ball was played by Ruffetti straight to Hupia, who's got Cheroux on his way. Cheroux balked. I think he played for it, to be fair, and he's got it. He's got the free kick. Albelda, well, he played it quite cleverly as well. He managed to stop the man. He smiled, and he hasn't found another yellow card coming his way. Good job for Valencia's point of view. They're inside the last 10 minutes, protecting their advantage, given them by Ruffetti. But Liverpool's free kick. Up goes João. Not away very far. Hupia towards Owen, and Canizares palms it over the top of England's #1 striker. And then prods the ball forward. Well, they're just inviting them to come again here by conceding possession there. No changes in the scorelines there since I last gave them to you. But a free kick here for Liverpool. Pellegrino furious with the award of this free kick for the foul on Barros. It's 25 yards out. Was he climbing all over him, or was Barros backing into him? Well, the Norwegian referee, Terje Hauge, said the free kick, Liverpool. Very straight. The left foot of Risa could be employed. Still a good atmosphere at Anfield as Canizares gives a signal. Nobody leaving here. They know how crucial this game is to Liverpool aspirations in Europe this season. Well, he won the UEFA Cup, of course, the season before last did Liverpool. Reached the quarter-finals of the Champions League last year. Want to go further this time. Risa's going to tap it. Well, could be Haman, could be Gerrard, could be anything, could this. And a long red and white line awaits to see which recipe today. Looks like Haman, it is. Worked out well, the routine, but Canizares made his save well too. What a good goalkeeper he's been tonight. The only thing we'll be certain of this evening, if Valencia do win here, is that they go through. Because Liverpool will still have a bit to do, but they won't be definitely out either. They still have hopes. But they're depending on others a little bit then. But you have to say Valencia have been the best side and deserve a victory. They attack once more with Ruffetti. It's too deep, I fancy. It is. Let me just run through all the scores for you. It's PSV Eindhoven 3, Auxerre 0. Brugink, Rommedahl and Robin, the goal scorers for Eindhoven. It's Borussia Dortmund 2, Arsenal 1. Thierry Henry scoring first there for Arsenal. And then Dortmund hitting back. Still they can't find a way through, but they do continue to get free kicks here. There's Dortmund goal scores, an own goal by Gilberto Silva and Rosicki from the penalty spot. AEK of Athens 1, Genk 1, Real Madrid 0, Roma 1 still, a Totti goal there. Inter Milan 3, Rosenborg 0 and Lyon 0, Ajax 1. Just 7 matches tonight, of course, rather than the 8 because of the match in Moscow being delayed. Hoopier's header, over. And Valencia will continue to slow things down with a third substitution. As we look at Hoopier's header, which was always too high. This will be Vicente. And is it Keely Gonzalez? He's the one who's looking towards the touchline as though he's expecting to be brought off. Who, they say, that the board's not working, I don't think. I think the board has stopped working. It is Keely Gonzalez, I think. Yeah, he's always asking to come off. Was it a ploy, or was it an electronic fault on the board? We're not sure. Yeah, it was an electronic fault. He's gone away to find a new battery as the 4th official. You can't blame him totally. So their third substitution, the Spanish side. Vicente for Keely Gonzalez. Angulo and Mista already on for Aymar and Carew. But they lead by a goal to nil. That's the only statistic that matters. And they are moments away from guaranteed qualification for the next phase. Has he got the book out? I think he has for Mista. Yellow card, Mista, one of the substitutes. And it's his second of the season. So one more from him and he'll be out of a game. Pellegrino's been a rock there. He keeps getting hurt, mind you. Hoopier staying forward now, launching it in. Chance here, Barros! Oh, and Canizares somehow manages to fist it round the post. The referee's been surrounded by Valencia players. You'd have thought he'd given a penalty against them. They're complaining that it was a handball. It's a Liverpool corner. Can they get an equaliser here? They're looking to snatch one. It's Smitzer. Everybody in red is still up. The ball will come back from Giroud, but it's behind and disappointingly out. And looking at the clock here, we have a minute and a quarter to go before the time is added on, whatever time is added. That is all a minute really now then. And I don't think that will be more than a couple of minutes of added time. What a good goalkeeper Canizares has proved himself yet again. Hoopier, thumping header from him, and then there's one the other way. It's got Angulo through. He can finish it here for them. Angulo wraps it high and wide. Well, that was extraordinary. It was a great header from Hoopier. It was a terrific header all the way back there. And Angulo in the clear. Didn't have any support. Had to go for goal and put it too high. It looks as though a single goal for the Spanish champions is going to carry them through, and this will be seen as a famous win. It will be the 3rd time in a row that Liverpool have lost here to Spanish opponents. Remember, Barcelona won here 3-1 last season. Celta Vigo won here by a goal to nil. And now Valencia are 1-0 ahead. Looking good value for it, but it's to João here. Slashed into the air and away by Carboni. There will be 3 more minutes to play from now. Liverpool earn themselves a chance with a long throw coming from Risa here. Owens in the centre by the penalty spot. João is in there as well. So is Barros. Hoopier has stayed up. Hammond's come up to the edge of the area. Here comes Hoopier. He can't get in. Ref waves away. Appeals for a penalty, but the chance is here. João still up there. Canizares surely will grasp the ball, and a free kick for the Spanish side, and the referee waving away all protesters. There's always been a little bit bubbling under the surface tonight. Hoopier, very unhappy Hoopier. The captain of Liverpool, very unhappy. And he's not exactly ecstatic, is he, at the moment? And Gerard Houllier doesn't like losing any match. This will be only the 5th defeat in 35 European matches under Houllier for Liverpool, if Valencia hold out for 2 more minutes in this period of added time. Vicente back to Carboni, who's now given it away to Smica. Baraka will foul Smica here. Brilliant ball from Hoopier that comes off the head of the despairing Curro Torres there. Flung himself just to keep it away from Risa. Can Liverpool sum it up? One last fling. Can they find 1 goal? They've never looked like getting one all night. Not really. Look at this, there's an arm round Hoopier. He said, do you want to dance? Do you want to give me a kiss? What would you like to do? He's still got his arms out wide. It's a joke. He really shouldn't be keeping his arms out wide like that. Oh, extraordinary scenes here. And well, Hoopier's quite within his right. Say, Albelda's there with his arms across him. There they go together again. What a peculiar scene. Here it comes. It's away once again. You've never had the feeling that Valencia were going to concede somehow. Having said that, they probably will now, but that's what Liverpool are hoping for. 1 more bombing from Risa. Up towards the penalty spot, and Canizares comes and claims. And although Liverpool fans bellow for a push, there's nothing doing for them. They're not going to get a penalty from this referee at the moment. And because Barros blocked Canizares there from clearing, it's a free kick for Valencia, who've done a very professional job here for him. He adds to his CV. A win in Liverpool is a major success for Valencia. That's what they're going to get. It's always seemed that way somehow tonight. Well, certainly from the moment Ruffetti got the goal. 1-0 it is to Valencia. They're good value for it. Disappointment for Liverpool. They have to try again. They have to go to Switzerland to meet Basel, and they have to hope that Spartak Moscow can do them a favour now. But Valencia are through. Deservedly so. Valencia with 1 goal struck in the 34th minute from Francisco Ruffetti. Massive deflection it took of Sami Hoopier, but that was sufficient to guarantee Valencia a free passage next week. They can pick who they want against Spartak Moscow. The result matters not, and it doesn't matter to Spartak Moscow either, because they cannot qualify. The only question remaining now in Group B is, will Liverpool or will Basel go through with the Spanish champions Valencia?